Hey guys, how you doing? Just wanted to touch base with everybody and just talk about different philosophies and overall thinking when it comes to audio production. I am a firm believer in buying what you need, not what you want. And for years, I used to buy what I wanted. And the problem with buying what you want is you tend to overbuy and have too much stuff. In my last setup, I had essentially too much gear. I had the 32 channel Midas Verona, and although that mixer was amazing, the problem is that it was too much for my needs anymore. The reality is a nice audio interface with some clean converters can do the job way better than the mixing console ever could at this point. And emulations have gotten really good. The things that I really need right now are essentially channel strips for processing things. Now, what do I mean by that? I need to get a better ADAT. Although the Behringer is doing a great job, because I found a workaround around the situation with the channels bleeding into each other. Basically, you just don't crank it. And you don't really have to crank things anymore when it comes to that. You do want to crank your external devices, but you can control how much it's going into the actual interface. There's ways to handle gain staging going into a computer that will avoid you having clipping issues and drama, because some devices do sound better being pushed, but the ADAT doesn't need to be pushed, because you can always increase the volume once it's inside of the DAW. And our DAWs are so good these days that I just didn't see the point in having this big mixer anymore. Also, having the ability to recall things on a dime, I just needed to be able to do that really fast, because I do work fast. That became a much bigger priority than having a giant mixer and having to reset it every time, etc. This kind of addresses a couple of things, because my studio setup moved from a live recording scenario, because I don't do that too much anymore. I don't have artists in my house. I have little kids, and I don't want any of that drama in my house. You don't want to see the end result of if any kind of that drama comes in my house. I more so do production for TV and film. I do some stuff for artists, and if I need to do something with an artist, I can always just go to a recording studio and work there. This setup is clean, and it puts everything within reach, and I have access to all of my tools all at once. That's all I've ever really wanted. Let me know how you guys like to work, how complicated or simple your setup is, and honestly, list truthfully, what are your needs? What do you need to have in the studio? Not the wants, not the dream stuff. What do you really need in the studio?